Hi folks, Jim Baugh here with 5 tips that'll help you select your next charter fishing boat. First up, number 1 is to make sure that the charter boat is a Coast Guard licensed boat. That's right, they must be Coast Guard licensed. Usually around the Mid-Atlantic, they'll have a 6-pack license, which is typically enough to accommodate our crew. And speaking of licenses, you want to ask the charter captain if you need individual licenses, fishing license for everybody on the boat. Number 2, check out the charter boat online. These days, most everybody, all captains have a website. They're usually prevalent on social media. It gives you a good opportunity to check out the boat, maybe the condition of the vessel, get a good idea of its size, and also a lot of them will post a lot of fish pics. Number 3, you want to ask the charter boat this simple question: what can you bring? Can you bring a cooler, a fish cooler? Can you bring rods and reels? That's a biggie. Typically for offshore fishing, we do not bring our own rods and reels. They're usually whatever's provided for is fine. However, for some headboat fishing, if you're going to be going way offshore, sea bass fishing, a lot of people will like to bring their own electric reels or bring their own manual reels, and that's usually just fine. Number 4, and this is a good one, ask what is included from your charter boat. For example, like tips. Now in the past, usually tips are not included for the first mate and the crew. However, recently a lot of captains are including in a package price the tips for whoever's on the boat helping out, but it's a good thing to ask. Also, fish cleaning, if that's going to be done on shore, the cost of fish cleaning. Sometimes the marinas do it. Sometimes there's facilities that you can do it yourself if you want to, and oftentimes the captain or crew will just clean the fish right there on the boat on the way in. So just ask the charter boat what costs are associated with fish cleaning. Lastly, number 5, and this is a real good one. Remember that the charter boat, the captain, the mates, they're your friends. They're a great source of information. A lot of times you're going to be chartering a vessel, you're going to be traveling to that boat, you're going out of town. So they're a good resource. Ask the captain what is a good place to stay, accommodations that they recommend, local restaurants, maybe some restaurants that'll cook your catch for you. That's also a biggie. Sometimes the charter boat will have little situations set up with hotels or restaurants that'll give you a discount if you mention their name. Some do that, some don't. But also other things to do in the area while you're there fishing. It's just a really excellent resource to get from your charter captain that'll help your trip go a lot better. Now, we've been doing this for about 40 years at this point, and we have worked with so many charter captains, I can't even begin to tell you how many. If you look at any of our shows and you see us working with these captains, feel free to give them a call, look them up online. We've always had excellent experiences with anybody we've ever worked with, and I can't highly recommend it enough. We put a few down in our comments below. Please, if you've got a favorite charter captain, fishing boat that you like, just put their information, their link right down here in our comment section. Till next time, tight lines.